if it's a 2-year ban, do we see a Man City exodus that includes Pep saying, look, man, we have to leave because this was no fault of our own? I get it if we're not in the Champions League because I finished 5th and below. But if I win the title or I finish top 4 and I can't play Champions League and I can't acquire players, because Champions League is a great bargaining tool for bringing in players. It doesn't matter how good of a manager you are, how much you can offer. Being in the Champions League is something that guys are like, okay, let me come towards you. So Deborah, then, if it is 2 years, the appeal doesn't fall through that they have to serve the 2 years. Do you see a Man City exodus, or do you feel that most players will stay?
I think most will stay. I think Aguero, as I said before, he's coming towards the end of his career. He'll probably want to move on, maybe finish his career in Argentina or back in Spain or something like that. I think Kevin De Bruyne is the interesting one. I think Kevin De Bruyne might want to leave because he's in the prime of his career. He might look for a big money move. Other than that, I can't think of too many other players.
Bernardo Silva will stay based on how he's been playing?
Well, Bernardo Silva hasn't, this season, what's he done? He hasn't been great. I think
we have to look at what contract some of these players, because some of these players have 4 or 5 year contracts. So it's like, yeah, you want to leave, but you can't. So what are you going to do? Like,
that's what I'm saying.
Players can't leave. People like Sane will leave. He was going to,
but he was going to leave anyway.
Yeah. You're going to
get, but he'll definitely leave now.
The questions are going to be more so because they do need to buy some players regardless. But Champions are going to what players? If it's a guaranteed 2-year ban, what players are going to go for? Now, if they go for the young players that, they've generally gone for like under 25 players, but there has been some purchases above that. I would say players above 25 are unlikely to come if they know I'm talking about world-class players or top quality players. If they know they're out from Champions League for 2 years, if there's other options on the table, it might get to a point where if you're going after certain players competing with other Champions League squads, they're going to have to kind of go back to the old days, or I say 10 years ago, where they had to overpay in terms of wages to ensure that they come. But I think Pep is the key. If Pep is to stay for those 2 years, I think it's kind of business as usual instead of transfers. If Pep goes and they're out of Champions League for 2 years, you start asking who's going to come in.
Wait. Well, so you're saying that Pep is enough to still attract top players without Champions League football for 2 years?
Yeah. I think so. Pep. I think he is. Man City aren't on Man United's level, no. But we were out of the Champions League and we signed Ibrahimovic, Pogba, and Mkhitaryan all in one summer. And we were out of the Champions League. So, and that was with Mourinho. Pep. We
were out of the Champions League with Aubameyang, and we're not even Man United.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
Pep in this modern day climate has that pulling power. Players know the style of football they're going to play, how much they're going to improve, etc. So if they're under 25, I think they can, they will be happy enough, content enough to play out of the Champions League for 2 years because they're working under Pep. If it ends up being a Mauricio Pochettino, for example, if Pep goes, or whoever they get, I don't know who else could be, then the questions are raised because what's the draw to play for City now?
But you might also find that they might adopt a new transfer policy. They might just sign the best players from outside the top 4. And they might be looking at your Wolves or Sheffield United or whoever it is at the time, and say, well,
that kind of stuff.
That's what I'm saying. So we'll just buy their best players.
Yeah.
And you're going to tell me that a player from Sheffield United or maybe not Wolves because they got money and all sorts of things there already, but one of those kind of clubs won't want to jump to Man City, which is a much bigger, much better prospect, just for the sake of not playing in Champions League for 2 years when you never played there before anyway. So they might just adopt that approach and do a Bayern Munich, just buy all the best of the rest.
Okay, so
for sale.
So basically, I think if this thing goes through, I mean, even if we just say like best case scenario from City, it's a 1 year ban. I believe we now have a race for 5th. So because I've already said this right now, if I see Chris Wilder take out a team on the Bernabeu or then Camp Nou, I'm shutting down the football hut for about 6 months. Like
why?
No. Like, look, no offense, but that's seeing Chris Wilder and Sheffield United face Real Madrid or Barcelona in a Champions League game. I think that's just like it's taking the piss. No offense, but that's just that. Look, it's just taking the piss, guys. Because come on.
All right, if they finish 4th, will you take the same approach? If Sheffield finished fourth, so by
Above
default
Chelsea.
in it anyway, would that be the same, or is it the fact?
No. I mean, it will not be the same, but it'll be similar. If I see Sheffield United in the Champions League in whatever form, like even when Ipswich were in the Champions League, I was like, wait, how the heck are Ipswich in this play? What the hell? You know? So if thing are in the Champions League, because when Everton got there, because look, it's Everton, like they're like one of the oldest clubs in the Premier League. So I remember when Ipswich were there, I was like, no, this just looks odd. Ipswich Town, what the heck? So if Sheffield United, have they ever been in any major European competition ever?
Not that I know of.
I don't think so. I think the last time they would have had a chance would have been 1993.
Yeah, so,
no, that was Sheffield Wednesday.
Wait, live chats. Sheffield United, have they ever been in a major European competition? Please, live chat. Check us out. All right, so look, man.
I'll just say we got a poll running on Neeks Sports. Will Pep stay at City for the next?
Oh yeah,
for the transfer ban. So head over to Neeks Sports on Twitter, vote, retweet. And
should we announce the results now or at the end?
It's been done. I think I did it too short.
Oh wow, hell no. Well, Pep said, let's sit through the Champions but says hell no. Oh wow.
Right, he's got 1 year in his contract, doesn't he? I think he's got 1 year remaining.
1 year in his contract.
So if they do come down with 2 years,
you think he'll go there in the next season?
I think he'll be gone in the next season.
Yeah, not for me.
I don't think he'll stay the whole time.
I strongly doubt Pep is going to stay. That's just me. Like I strongly doubt that. Look, because Pep knows that. Because I always Pep knows that the monkey on his back is the whole Champions League thing that he hasn't won. He's not been to a final without Messi, you know. And everyone thinks that no, Messi gave you that Champions League, and I think he knows that in order to emulate the great Mourinho, you've got to win the Champions League without Messi. And with two different teams, you know, because very few managers have won it with two different teams.
You know what he's going to do? You know what Man City are going to do? He's going to leave, and Man City are going to come take Mikel Arteta after he wins the league with Arsenal next season, and we'll be back to square one.
So who's winning the league of Arsenal?
Mikel Arteta.
Man beat
Lego Jesus.
Newcastle 4-0, and all of a sudden they're like, "You're gonna win."
We whooped Newcastle 4-0. When Ozil and Lacazette score, you know the man's doing something right. He's blessed. It's just divine intervention.